Alright. I believe we are live. Which is fun. Always a good time. Welcome, welcome, welcome if you are here. Appreciate you showing up. I'm excited because I am about to hop into some If you're not aware what Marvel Snap is, whole cool game. Really, really fun experience. I'm excited to play here on stream. It is a mobile game. I will say that. I'm going to make it full screen here. Here we go. We are signed in, I believe. Let me double check here. Yep, signed in. Okay. Alright, cool. Let's go. Alright. So we're just going to finish out the season pass here. I think we have less than a week. We got 5 days, 5 hours. If you're not aware what Marvel Snap is, first and foremost, let me turn this game cool. That is unimaginably loud, I'm sure. I don't even know if anybody can hear me. Oh, there we go. That's better. That is much more manageable. Okay. Let's go. Good shit. Awesome. Well, hey, I'm BlueMuztang. I'm going to be playing some Marvel Snap. Let me adjust the camera just a little bit here so it's not staring just fully down at my large chest. But we're going to play some Marvel fucking Snap. That's what we're going to do here. It will be a fun, fun time. Let me put in a quick test message here in chat. Boom. That came through, so that's good. I'm going to move chat up just a tad so that it's out of the way. There we go. Awesome. Alright. So yeah, let's play some Snap. Why not? Okay. Big J. First village draws a 6 cost. Okay, well, I already can't do anything here at first turn, so we'll see what Big J does. But if you're not aware of what Marvel Snap is, it is a mobile game. I love playing it on my phone. It is in my top 10 of the year. Dude, this just been a great fucking year for games. Like, I don't know who decided that 2022 was going to be the year we get back to games, but holy shit. Xenoblade, God of War Ragnarok, fuck Pokemon, even Modern Warfare 2 is doing amazing fucking things. We might actually spend some time here on stream just going through my list. Okay, cool. They didn't do anything with their turn. Turn 5 all cards here, plus 2 power. Alright, let's, this is not my deck. This is not my deck. Just so we're clear, this is definitely not my deck. So, I think I have to change my deck. Short cards here. Huh? Thank God I didn't fucking do anything. Boom. Boom. So, they went through turn 2. No problem. But turn 3 is where they're getting hung up? That's, interesting, to say the least. Interesting, to say the least. There we go. They finally played a fucking card. Oh, dude, I cannot wait to continue upgrading these cards. It's gonna be so good. I'm gonna go for this. What's the leader to? Well, copy all cards your opponent played this turn, but on your side. Okay. Hit that up. That up. I'm gonna hit that up. Boom. Oh, come on. Dude, this sucks. I'm sure you're confident, Big J.
All systems go.
You didn't do anything.
Opponent snapped.
Fuck, dude. I hate that this isn't my deck. This is some weird... I don't believe you. Abomination. Iron Man. So I don't have any ongoing cards, that's the problem. The only ongoing card I have is Punisher. This is just a bad fucking place to be right now, dude. Shit. You probably are gonna fucking win this. Yeah. Fucking... What in the world just happened? Okay, let's figure out my deck. That brought me down to 36. Bro, I got to 39 2 nights ago. Just sitting there fucking playing in bed. Okay, deck 1. There we go. That's my deck. Want that. Win a location with 21 power, win a location with 4 cards. Draw cards. And then win a location with only 1 card 5 more times. And then win a location with 4 cards, discard cards. Do I need to pop off and do the Beeves deck? Let's take a look at my decks. So Beeves, I think, is the one that Braden made for me. That's just, yeah, it's just the destruction fucking deck. And this card moves +5 power. Show your other cards at this location. When you discard this from your hand, put it back. Destroy your other cards. Nova is this is destroyed. Location to the left. Where's the one that discards? Discard a card from your hand. It's just the one, it's just Blade. I'm gonna stick with deck 3 for now. I'm comfortable with deck. That's not my deck. It didn't choose it! Shit! Okay, well, this is the discard deck. We're gonna see what happens here. Big J, why are you back? Why is it Big J again? That has never happened. I don't think that's ever happened to me. When this is destroyed, give your cards +1 power. And after turn 5, put a card from each player's hand here. I'm gonna go middle with Nova. Sunspot. Shit. There's turn 7. Okay, that could help. That could help. Let's play Angel. Let's play Angel in right. Yeah. So now I know they have the Infinite. Cards that cost 1, 2, or 3 can't be played here. Thank God I played that then and there. With the next card, you play 1 location to the left after it reveals. Scarlet Witch. But it already gave us the turn 7. Shit. There we go, baby. That's what's up. Alright. Yoink. Okay, cool. Give it up, give it up. Come on. Shit, dude. How the fuck? When this is discard or destroy, play at a random location. Boom. Come on, put Apocalypse there.
I am Iron Man.
Oh, fuck. Really? That took away turn 7? Dude, that sucks. I should play this middle. Okay, so then I just win. That was the dumbest move that guy could have made with her. Okay, alright, we'll take it. That's fine. Weird. I also did not get any of the challenges that I wanted from that. Okay, now we're deck 3. Now we're good. Now we're gonna be fine. We're gonna go in. Hopefully not play against Big J again. Thank God. Gore Hamburger. Sweet. Cards that cost 1 can't be played here. Well, lucky for you, I have a Nightcrawler. Dude, Sunspot's so good when you... Shit. After turn 3, add a point card here for each player. I'm gonna move you to there, just because I know it's gonna help me eventually. That's also all that I can do right now. Okay. Play a card here and a copy to your opponent's hand. Well, thank fuck I didn't do that. I would be comfortable with any of these cards going out. So that's good. Let's see what this guy does. Come on, bro. Come on, bruh. Okay. So Sunspot's just gonna keep going up. No shot. I just got hobgoblined. That, you're fucking joking me, right? That's ridiculous. Fucking what, dude? Alright.
Avengers! Assemble.
Well, this is a net 0. If I've ever seen one before. Bruh. My only chance here is playing Spectrum. And just hoping they play nothing there and that I get it off of the power alone. Come on. They're gonna play it though. Oh, shit. Fuck. Let's go. Let's go! Fuck yeah, dude. Next. Alright. Like, you just fucking keep rapid firing these things. Morris Prober.
This land is always changing.
Cosmo. Unavailability is what happens to well. R0 plus 5 power. Alright, that'll work. Player's hand, strong guy. If your hand is empty, plus 6 power. Interesting. Okay. Well, I know how to counter that. So this will probably go well.
Opponent snapped.
I snapped, right? Yeah, I totally did. Empty plus 6 power. Let me go with you. Okay. Rocket was a 1 power? That's crazy. Boom. And then that'll take the lizard down. Alright, here we go. Could play Namor. Strong guy. He's empty. Does still have 5 power, which is good. You know? Don't fucking know what to do here. Just gonna go with this. This is tough. Punisher. That puts him above Viper. What does Viper do? Opponent gains control of one of your other cards at this location. Interesting. Well, my hand won't be empty. Let's go.
I am Iron Man.
That's a win. Let's go. 56. Jesus. All right.
Victory.
Yeah. I'm out. 38, baby. Let's keep pushing. That's a mission done. Nice play. You know what I haven't done forever? Hurdle and Wordle. Maybe that's what we'll do too. Just a random fucking stream, guys. I'm just trying to. I just gotta hit go. You know, just gotta hit go live. Can't play cards here after turn 4. Well, thank God I can't play anything turn 1 either. Ezra. Cards here with the highest power have their power doubled. So it's +3 at the other. Alright. Bop. Weird play. Won't lie. Weird play. I'm gonna pop this guy over here. Hit end. That'll at least begin to push it in my favor. Yeah, look. Okay, so I've got left locked. Less. The fuck is White Queen? Draw a copy of the highest card of the opponent's hand. Interesting. Hit. We're gonna hit right side. Boom. They have a chance to win this. Shit. this out of my ass. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, because honestly, yeah, no, that's probably my best option for power. We're gonna go with it.
Opponent snapped.
Fuck.
I am Iron Man.
Here we go, 24. Nice. Dude, I wasn't expecting to play. Cause that, yeah, redoes the 2 fucking abilities that they had. $39, baby. We're going back up. We're on a win streak here. That's always good to see. 5 more turns. You get 4 cards, discard cards. Play. We need to build a discard deck out a little bit more. Pedri. Alright, Pedri, what you got? Cards with the highest power have their power doubled. Nothing to do just yet. Nothing to do just yet. Okay. Cards here can't be destroyed. That's good. We'll let you focus on the left side. Card here, add it to your opponent's hand. I'm good. Good. I'll wait off. I'll wait off. Maybe Sif does what?
Avengers! Assemble.
Is it because it's like a low cost? Yeah. Def. Could pull this shit. Fuck. Just gonna leave this right side totally empty, because that could be the final move here. Damn. All right. I get it. I understand. I feel like I'm gonna need more power over here. Yeah, I have that side up.
Iron Man.
That's a total fucking shot in the dark. We're good. good. Yeah, we're good. No, we're not? Fuck, dude. Enchantress takes everything away. Oh, good shit. That sucks, man. We were at 39. Alright. That leaves us with 1 card win, 4 card wins, and then discard. Alright, let's focus on the Beeves deck here and try to fuck it up a little bit more, shall we? Okay. Remove from the deck. Destroy random enemy card. Add a random card to your hand. Random card in your opponent's hand, +1. The top card. Bro, I need one that discards. Discard the highest cost card from your hand. Play. Alright. Let's get these challenges. Cards are the highest power, blah. Discard a card from your hand. Boom. Please take out Wolverine. Your Wolverine's gone. That's a good fucking variant, dude. Look at that variant.
Enough said.
Hot damn. Let's go. Certain cards here lose 1 power. Sucks for you, kid. I can't do anything. Destroy your other card of this location. Swarm do? What the fuck does Swarm do? This is discarded from your hand. Add 2 copies to the cost of your hand. Discard a card from each player's hand. Yeah, oh shit, that sucks. Okay. You have a Blink. Why are we both playing Lady Sif? What is happening? This is bullshit, dude. You know, Apocalypse is fucking ripe and ready. And I should have waited, man. I should have fucking waited. I knew that. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Okay. Should have waited. I'm so stupid. I just cost my game right there, dude. Fuck. Yeah, that'll work, sure. At least keep it at 6 for the most part, right?
I am Iron Man.
These are your cards. Okay. +2 for each. I'm gonna hit up the right side here. I've lost this game. I already know that. Hey, buddy. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Victory.
I shouldn't have won that. You had full control. I'll take level 39 again. Alright, let's be smarter here. Let's be smarter here with Beeves. Let's go Strike.
Oh, snap.
Cards here of -2. Destroying +1. When this card moves, +5. Okay. Cards of this location can't be destroyed. In that case. Yoink. Cool. Now I'm confused. Yeah, now I'm like really confused what just happened. I should. Is that what I want? Very likely not, but we're gonna do it anyway. Because I'm feeling chaotic.
Enough said, bub. Enough said, bub. Enough said, bub.
Yeah, that'll work. Where are you playing? That was the question. Where are you playing that at? Lost. That sucks.
I am Iron Man.
Ugh. You gotta leave some. Just got it. Nice. Okay. I only discarded those 2 cards from before, so let's try again.
Snap.
5 put a card from each player's hand here. And the next card you move. So fun. weird move. Let's go, baby. Nice. Let's see what happens. Still didn't discard anything, but we won.
Victory.
That brings me back to 39. Yep. Nice. Okay, let's figure this out. I know that I've got to have something that discards a card. So a card from your hand. And the deck. Cool. Let's try that out. Let's see.
Oh, snap.
Alright, this will work. I just need to hope. Nice. Okay, it's alright. It's an even trade there. No, there's no point in that. Right? I should just go for this play.
Enough said, bub.
What? You had an apocalypse.
Victory.
I'm lost. I'm very lost. I'll take the win, but just know that was confusing. Weird. Okay. The Flash.
Oh, snap.
Guess I'll play up. Weird. Super weird. I don't get what's happening there.
Opponent snapped.
Why'd you snap? What are you planning? Don't do that. It weirds me out. Okay. Weird. Really weird. Is that an ongoing? Come on, Flash. What are you doing? What's happening here, buddy? Did we lose you? What's going on? Okay. Still really strange. Still, like, really strange. I don't fully... I don't think I fully understand what your play was there. Okay. So... that'll be my move. Come on. Give me the A power. Let's get to level 40 here.
Victory.
Oh, they that got me to 40. Nice. Hell yeah, bro. New avatar. Let's go. History grant. Finished that. Once we roll 45 on the season pass. Discard cards and replacement for. Liking everything that's happening here. Let's upgrade the cards I've got. 3D Blade.
3D.
Nice. Devil Bug Sword.
Frame break.
Still not high enough. That's okay. What? Bleh. Yeah, sure. Animated frame.
Animated frame.
Dig it. Infinite boosters. Remove the abilities from all cards in your opponent's hand. Damn. That's level 5. That's great.
Frame break.
Alright, now give me my free ones. Thank you. Alright. Play. Let's keep pushing.
Snap. Opponent snapped.
Okay. Come on, respect Muffin. I need to play turn fucking 2. That was fair. Highest discarded card from your hand. What do I do? Yeah, that'll work. Okay. You didn't do anything. I guess I just got 2 Hulks now. Still strange. Still don't understand what your game was there. At least not entirely. Cool. What are you? Discard? Hell yeah, you are, dude. Let's go. Let's go. shit. Oh, we're good. I don't know how to math that fast. That was scary. Let's go, bro. Let's go, bro. Alright. Cards here are not revealed until the game ends. Well, in that case... This is sure to give your cards +1. Put the one card there. And this occasion gets +3 at the others. Okay. Well. Boom. We'll start with that. Okay. Tied up. 25 cards cost 1 more. Discard a card. Discard the highest cost card. Cosmo. What's Cosmo do? One of his abilities? Real abilities won't happen. Damn. Man, it's almost like that sucks. But also, does it?
Avengers! Assemble.
Alright, that'll put you ahead. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Right? It's like all I can do. Right? Yeah, that's what we'll do. Did you snap? No, it's me. Damn, dude, that sucks. I should start tracking my win-loss. Maybe if I stream this, I'm gonna start tracking my win-loss. In fact, one more. I was already on the screen. I don't know how to use it. 2 more discards, 6 more wins with 4 cards. Hit it. Yeah, that's not a computer player. After each turn, cards here lose 1 power. Well, joke's on you, bitch. I don't give a goddamn fuck.
Oh, snap.
Discard a card from your hand. Let's do you first. Add a random card to each player's hand. Nice. This is discarded. Mojo. Both players have 4 cards at this location plus 6 power. It is crazy that I've been playing this for so long, and I'm still seeing new cards. I love that. Owning King's control with this. Turn your 1-cost cards to your hand. Superpowers that I get things done. Fill each player's hand. I'm just going to yoink that over to you really quick. End. Cool. Discard a card from your hand. We should just pop these on up here. Nice. I need Carnage is what I need. Carnage is what wins me this game. No lie. Falcon. And by Deathlock. Hell yeah, dude. Let's fucking go. That's an ongoing. I'm gonna play it now. Button. Jubilee. Jubilee, do you play a card? That wins me the game, right there. Snap.
Enough said, bub.
Let's go. Let's go! Oh! And they snapped. I'm actually starting to think back that they had already snapped before I asked them to, so yeah, whatever. Let's go. Boom. Bro, we're nearly done with this fucking season. This season's gone by so fucking fast. I came in right at the end of the last one, right at the start of Wakanda. Bro, let's go. Bro, we're so good. We're so good. What's up for Pocky? 3D. Nice.
3D.
Nice. Oh. I'm gonna hit the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back. Hit that button. We're gonna. That's not good. That is not good. Where's my little BRB video? There it is. There it is. What the fuck is wrong with it? Too much. That'll work. All right. Be right back. All right. First and foremost, I personally love. I'm also a little concerned here. What's happening? Why is it doing that? I'm gonna pull it out then. Weird. Anyway, I love when the BRB screen says I'm probably pooping and it turns out it's true. It's my favorite part. Okay. So we played Marvel Snap for about an hour. We're going to transition out. Yes, quickie game. I don't have any new challenges for another fucking... Like... What? 4 hours, that said? So, we're going to take ourselves over here. Hit up my stream. I don't have any new challenges for another... Bro, I think that was actually like super quiet. I'm going to turn up my mic. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, cool. We're going to pull up stream beats. There we go. Yeah, why not? There you go. Fucking Christmas music, baby. Okay. All right. So, this is, of course, my list. Still working on a couple of things, but this is my list of my favorite games of all time. I am set on my top 10. I would even say my top 15. Pretty prime choices here. 20 might be pushing my boundary for, like, I know for a fact this is it. I know that Majora's Mask is my favorite game of all time. By the way, hard pivot. I know, total hard pivot. But stick with me. I just want to get through this. You can see on the right we've got some things from this year, so we're gonna pop over and talk about that in a little bit. But if you don't know, I'm BlueMuztang. I host a podcast. This podcast of mine is co-hosted by my friends Braden and Ryan, my brother and my stepsister. Here we go. Look at that, more than 73%. Explore your Wrapped. I haven't actually looked at this. Let's take a look. (2022) Spotify Wrapped. Pit Stop Podcast by Hit and Run. Your Wrapped has arrived. Jump in. Let's see. In 2022, you did your thing. The people loved it. You're damn right. Is it going to auto jump, or do I need to hit the arrow? I'll hit it if I need to. All right, let's hit it. Good presentation. You created 457 minutes of new content. That's more than 73% of other creators in the leisure category. Whee! You can't hear us, but we're clapping right now. That's nice of you. Very nice. Next, I think you should just autoplay this, if I'm being honest. One episode really grabbed listeners' attention. Can you guess your number one? Gaming Pals and Battle Royales, COVID effects and PC, sequels and bugs. I think it was sequels and bugs. No, wait, hold on. No, this is the one. Not quite. Gaming Pals? Damn. I thought we had a red herring in there. Got it! Episode 21, Gaming Pals and Battle Royales had 50% more streams than your average episode. Nice. That's pretty cool. Your podcast loves to travel. How so? What do you mean by that? Where are people listening to us? Top country was the United States. Great. Give me more data there. I know you have it. Something magical happened between July 31st and August 6th. You had 75% more listeners compared to your average week. Interesting. So somebody just huge spike came in and listened to all our episodes. What do the Pit Stop podcast listeners like exactly? Calculating listeners' personalities. Listeners' podcast personality is the adventurer. Listeners venture out into the unknown, searching for fresher podcasts and gems yet to be found. That's nice. I'm starting to think that Spotify Wrapped for artists is pretty fucking lame. Your fans are a dedicated bunch, which kind of sucks, because, like, they build it up every fucking year. Dedicated bunch. Bro, put background music, because mine sucks. Not really, but, like, mine isn't going with your theme here. You don't have these auto-playing. 50% of 2021 listeners joined you again this year. That's good. I don't know who the fuck our listeners are. I feel like it's my stepmom. And that's it. But maybe not. 50% listen to most of your episodes. That's good. You created 3 polls and 1 Q&A. It's good to talk it out. Have you been working out? Huh. What makes you say that there, Spotify? Your podcast saw gains this year. 40% more followers. Nice. Pit Stop Podcast, thank you for sharing your podcast with the world. Well, you know what? Thank you, Anchor and Spotify, for being a sponsor of the damn best podcast in the world. Made something special for you. That's nice of you. I ain't sharing that at all, so you could just kind of go fuck yourself. Share with your fans. I'll download that. Why not? Alright, Square. Cool. We only had 5 episodes, dude. That's crazy talk. It's also not true, but that's okay. I need to hit this out. All right, cool. Anyway, so Pit Stop Podcast. It's a podcast I host with my brother and my sister. We have 511 plays, which is awesome. About 5 plays per episode with an average audience of 1. That is all right, but we've made $5 off for this podcast so far. Pretty cool. On this podcast, we talk about video games. If you don't know, I am part of the YouTube group, Hit and Run Gaming. And because Hit and Run sounds like, you know, a fucking car hitting somebody and running away, which I know, not great, but hey, it's memorable and it sticks out, and we have free advertising on the billboards on the highways. So that's fun. But anyway, we have our podcast Pit Stop because it just made sense. Hey, take a pit stop from your games while you're driving, while you're doing your own hit and run. Come and listen to the Hit and Run crew talk about video games. On this podcast, we have a list of our favorite games of all time that we are slowly adding to. So far, we're only at 24 entries. But I hope to build this out and actually make a cool video with it at some point in the future. We got to that list through many a means. Started with our Game of the Decade video, which if you have not seen, I think has over 100 video views now. Let's see here. Hit and Run Gaming. 128 views. That's awesome, first of all. So, pretty cool. Pretty nifty. No comments. 11 likes, though. That's pretty good. That's actually really good. I'm one of them, so I guess that doesn't count, but that's pretty cool. So, we made a list of our top 10 favorite games of the decade from 2010 to 2019. Right at the start of 2020, just as the pandemic was kicking off, this video was kind of published. But number 10 was Mass Effect. Here, I'll just, here's what we'll do. We'll speed things up here on this playback speed really quick like. So we had Mass Effect 2. Next up, I believe, was Madden 12 in the 9th position. We then had The Walking Dead in 8th place. Oxenfree in 7th place. I believe it was Rock Band 3 after that. Yep, Rock Band 3 in 6th place, because of course. Black Ops in 5th place. 4th place was Red Dead Redemption. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. Nice. We're still good. We're still good. All right.
2010.
Portal. This is the one I want to watch, because I still think it's one of the most hilarious jokes he's ever put on a video.
Potato, robot, robot potato.
Who the fuck wrote that?
The cake is a lie. Scary robot talks to me. Wanted me to die. I can't say apple. Wheatley was his name, I think? He is evil too. I beat some puzzles. The scary robot returns. Still would like some cake. More puzzles await. I miss my companion cube. Robot potato. Turrets and lasers. Done with being a lab rat. This was a triumph.
One of my favorite jokes. Period. You cannot convince me otherwise. Number 2 was Skyrim. And then number 1 was Minecraft. It was our favorite game of the decade. Of the previous decade. We took that list and we blew it up. And we are expanding it to make a list of 100 games. And every episode of the podcast that we do, we add on a game per person. So currently John has not been on the podcast for about a year and a half. Just has his own life going on. So it's really only been 3 additional games per episode over the last year here. So with that, you can see I've got Game of the Decade list here, and then Ryan's got some entries. I've got some entries, and Braden has some entries as well. If we bring a game to the table, we have to explain the reason we think this deserves to be on the list just in and of itself, and then we have to justify where we think it should be placed. And the group gets to decide and agree or disagree and help move it around. So this is our current list. We have Mirror's Edge at 24th place, Pokemon Emerald, Batman Arkham City, Mass Effect 2, South Park: The Stick of Truth, Madden 12, Sunset Overdrive, Banjo-Kazooie, What Remains of Edith Finch, Spyro the Reignited Trilogy, Mass Effect 3, The Walking Dead, Oxenfree, Rock Band 3, Untitled Goose Game, Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, Sea of Thieves, Call of Duty Black Ops, Red Dead Redemption, Marvel Spider-Man, Portal 2, God of War, Skyrim, and Minecraft. Now, we all know, and we can all agree, as a human populace, that Untitled Goose Game is not a better game than The Walking fucking Dead. Untitled Goose Game is not a better game than any of the games in the Spyro Reignited trilogy. However, this is not a be-all, end-all list. This is just the opinion of a bunch of jerks, right? A bunch of jabronis just coming in here and saying, hey, this is a list of games we like. And there is some order to it. If we introduce a game, we can choose where to put it, and the panel of the rest of the crew gets to decide if that makes sense. So, for example, I brought in Pokemon Emerald, and I believe I suggested it could go in like the 12th spot, pushing down Oxenfree, or I think The Walking Dead actually, I put in 13th. And we talked through it, and it's in 23rd. So, you don't always get to have the game where you want it. It's just not how it works. The other thing is, we cannot move games after they've been cemented on the list. So, if I was to introduce a new game, let's say I introduced Tetris to this list. I could say, hey, I want Tetris to go in 11th place. We would take these 11 to 24 entries, move them down, and put Tetris there. But I could not the next week go, actually, I think we should put Tetris in 11th and move Oxenfree above it. You cannot move a game if it's already here. So Mass Effect 2 will always be below South Park: The Stick of Truth, but you might see a game go between Mass Effect 2 and The Stick of Truth. Hopefully that makes sense. I like stats. I like Excel sheets. I like Google spreadsheets. I'm very big on them. So this is the list that I'm crafting. I've got the same thing going on here for our Game of the Year list, which is currently broken. So that's not good. That is actually definitely not good. Let me see if I can fix this really quick. Hold on. Something happened. You're trying to pull from N, which N is empty. Sort. K3 through L22. I'm going to pop you up here. Is that right? No, hold on. Okay, boom. No, still not right. F3 through I23. Right? F3 through I23, sum of R3. Right? Unique. F3 through F22. G3 through G22. Okay, things are broken here. Let me really quick fix this list on the fly. Because I don't like what it's saying to me right now. Take a quick screenshot of this shit. Boom. Okay. Awesome. Let's save that really quick. Save. Game of the year list. We're going to do the same thing. All right. Don't mind me. Okay, now let's go back through some edit versions here. Things broke, and I intend to find out why. Or when. Broken, 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 still broken. Okay, so it's fixed there. It is broken here. Nope. Still fixed there. Okay. So something strange happened. And I don't know what. Really weird. We're going to restore this version. Restore. Cool. Cool, cool. Okay. So now, if I remove Elden Ring, that bumps it down to 7th place. Which means that the list is working, right? 7th place. Elden Ring. 2nd place. 1st place. Okay. Yes, I believe all is well on this list. Let me double check the other one. Minecraft, Skyrim, Portal, Sea of Thieves. Okay, so I had episode 25. God of War. Yep. 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 Cool. Okay, I think we're good. Weird. Really, really weird. I don't know what would have happened there. Oh, shit. Ah, shit. Let me really quick take another screenshot. I want to take myself another screenshot. Okay. Is that my screenshot? Yes, it is. Thank God. Backwards. Is it something I did on here? I don't know. Hold on. So there's that. Is that a fixed list on this side? No. 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 Yeah, I fucked something here, dude. Something I did. Got it. Okay. Weird, man. Really weird. Okay. So I'm going to do this. Give me 1 second while I fuck some things up here. Just a moment. Just got to try something here. Okay. Copy. Paste. Make this like 25 instead of 100. There we go. Okay. What are you? Like 40? 40. Which means you need to be 40. Got it. Okay. Boom. Nice. That will be 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm just gonna copy the formatting, paste the formatting, delete them bitches, go like that, merge horizontally. There we go. Game Awards. Okay. Favorite games. These are the 2022 Hit and Run Game Awards. Let me put that music back on. I'm sorry. My bad, stream. I'm a terrible, terrible host. There we go. Okay. So let me build this out really quick. 1 second while I get myself back to where we were. Favorite music, I think, is relatively intact. Okay. So, game you missed, biggest wish, most anticipated. We'll go there. Game you missed. Favorite moment, we'll go here. Okay. Favorite previously released stays there. This one up here becomes game you missed. This is biggest wish. So I'm essentially right now attempting to set up our podcast format for when we get to our Game of the Year discussion. I want to have a nice, big, long discussion. I have to do some convincing of the panel for this, but I think it'll go well. Also, how has nobody joined the Discord that I'm in? These people got online and then never joined the Discord? What are we doing here? What's up with you guys? You guys are weirdos. Super weirdos. Okay. Sorry, moving on. Favorite story. Yeah. Okay. This would then be favorite music. Boom. Favorite moment is below, which makes this favorite character. Cool. Delete that. Game you missed. Old Steppy biggest surprise. Awesome. Let me zoom this in. Can I just full screen this? Probably should. Boom. Okay. Cool. Much better. Much, much better. Most disappointing goes here. Disappointing. That's how you spell that, right? We're gonna hope so. Previously released, game you missed, biggest wish, and most anticipated. We're going to close off these with that gay. Now we'll start to... Oh my god. Oh my god. What is happening right now? Right. Nobody saves the world. Biggest wish. Most anticipated. Hogwarts Legacy. Legacy. Tears of the Kingdom. Dead Space. And Star Wars Jedi, Survivor. Noise. Most disappointing is definitely not that. That's right. Game I missed. That is also correct. Favorite character is definitely Carl from Immortality. Cool. Alright, favorite story. It's not right. My favorite story is still Immortality. Elden Ring. Rounded. Rank. See, this is why I shouldn't be trusted with a fucking keyboard. There we go. God of War. All right. Okay. So let's focus on filling this out. So, my favorite games of the year so far. Granted, there's still some time left. Just started playing Need for Speed Unbound, and I'm actually super enjoying that. That has a chance to hit top 10. I mentioned it earlier in the stream, but this has just been a fucking crazy year for games, dude. Just an insane fucking year for games. It really has been. But Immortality is for sure my favorite game of the year. I'm going to buff out all of these here really quick. Immortality, favorite game, absolutely. Cult of the Lamb, second favorite game of the year. From there, I might go Elden Ring. And then, so stick with me. And I know I'm going to get shit for it. I know I am, because I already have. But I'm going with Ghostbusters. Spirits Unleashed. Fourth favorite game of the year. It just is. Overwatch 2. Hold on, that's not true. Modern Warfare 2. Let's get this right. Come on. Call of Duty. There's certain letters where my brain doesn't take my finger off the shift key in time. And so it always comes across super strange. Forza Hot Wheels. Nope, hold on. Overwatch 2. Marvel Snap. Games came out this year. Oh, Xenoblade? No, hold on. See? This is where it gets weird. Pokemon. Scarlet. Okay. What's next? Let me check the Game of the Year list. There's a bunch of games that came out this year. Oh, Tinykin, dude. Fuck. Bro, Tinykin is so good. Okay, alright. Tinykin and Forza Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels. Boom. Okay. No, wait. Okay. Cool. Boom. Alright. Immortality, Cult of the Lamb, Elden Ring, Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Overwatch 2, Marvel Snap, Pokemon Scarlet, Tinykin, and Forza Hot Wheels. That is my current list of my favorite games from this year. It is these ones right there. Yes, that's in order. Yes, I'm serious. Marvel Snap is fucking awesome. If you haven't played that, play it. Immortality is on Game Pass. If you have not experienced Immortality, it is on Game Pass and it's on Netflix. Just get some popcorn, sit down, play Immortality. You probably have a really good time if you have somebody else in there with you playing around, assuming you're comfortable with things like nudity with them and sex. Of course, I would not suggest playing this with your 12-year-old son in the room. I would not suggest playing this with your 14-year-old daughter in the room. I would suggest having you and your significant other sit down, you and your friend. If you guys are mature, get through this game because it is a fucking life-changing experience. I loved Immortality. Cult of the Lamb, second place currently. This is an indie game that just came out of fucking nowhere for me. I knew what Immortality was going to be kind of going into it because I knew Sam Barlow's work from Her Story and Telling Lies. Who the fuck? Like, I'm in their fucking Discord. Let me get their fucking name. It's like Massive Monster? Yeah, Massive Monster. I've never heard of this team, this studio, never heard of any of them. And they just came out of nowhere with this fucking brilliant, like, city builder, almost, like, sim-esque fucking task manager, people manager game that just owns. It just owns. It's so stylistically beautiful. I gotta turn my mic down. I'm coming in really hot, and I apologize. Okay. It's so stylistically good. It's so... It has this vision, and it just doesn't let up. And it's dark, and it's funny, and it's grotesque, and it's the most fun I've had in one of these games in such a long time. It's a mix of like not a Metroidvania, but like the easiest comparison I have is it's Animal Crossing meets Binding of Isaac. That is, you have your city, you have your little city of people, your little village, if you will, your tribe or your cult, more realistically, more aptly named. You have your cult of people that you're trying to keep alive. So you give them tasks to do. They worship you. They worship your cause. And you feed them. You give them shelter. You give them hospitals, essentially. You give them things to do in their day to keep them occupied. And then at night when they're asleep, or just whenever you have the time, you go out into the forest and you try to fight off monsters. Try to fight off different beings, and you try to recruit more people into your cult. All the same, you take down these 4 different major areas, these 4 different factions, if you will. And it's just so brilliantly paced. It's so funny. It is one of the most surprisingly cute and grotesque games all at the same time, and I love it. It's $20, if not 30. Spend it. It's so worth it. I beat this game in like a week. And that was playing like 20 hours, I think. Maybe a little bit less. It's just so much fun. It's digestible, too. It's one of these games you just kind of pick up, you play for a little bit, you put it down, you walk away, you come back. You don't need to be invested. It's not a story-heavy game. Nothing like that. Elden Ring. Everybody knows about Elden Ring. Literally everybody knows. Dude, this list is... Even these 10 don't encapsulate everything that's come out recently. Elden Ring is so fucking good. It's this game that just took everybody by storm. And you know it did. You know people loved this fucking game. You've heard of this game. You know its impact. It is... the way that I've heard it described that I think is the most apt and makes the most logistical sense is it's the sequel to Breath of the Wild. We're getting Tears of the Kingdom next year, but Elden Ring was the sequel to Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild was this vast change to a formula, this vast, expansive, and dense open world that at the same time felt totally empty and totally worth exploring and mysterious, right? That was the draw of Breath of the Wild, is you wanted to know this world. You wanted to get to know these people that were few and far between. Elden Ring does the same thing. And it has this phenomenal combat system to boot, right? It has this really good push and pull of, I have this much, what is the word? Blood points? Oh my god, souls? Anybody in chat want to help me out here? What the fuck are the names of the Elden Ring souls equivalent? Is that gonna give me what I want? Equivalent. The wretch. No. Grace. Grace points, right? You have... No, that's not right either. But you get to these sites of grace, and it's like, do I go and just save and spend and try to level up? Or do I push a little bit further? Like, there's this really good dynamic there of risk versus reward. And it's so fucking gorgeous to look at, too. This is such a realized world. Of course, we don't know how much Guillermo del Toro... That's not right. George R. R. Martin. We don't know how much he brought to the table here, but the influence of fantasy in the writing, in the world building itself, and the story around you, but then the fantasy that's integrated into the enemy design and into the architecture. It's just, it is a gorgeous fucking game that I could not get enough of. I have not finished it. And I need to. And I don't think I will before the end of the year. But dude, that is third. It could have been first, but Immortality fucking broke me. And Cult of the Lamb was just so charmingly adorable. And I think it needs more recognition than Elden Ring gets. And that's kind of what I'm doing with my list. So fuck you. Then in fourth place, we have Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. I got shit for this on the podcast. Because I talked about how fucking great this game is. It is... If you guys don't know Ilphonic is a developer that's really well known for Friday the 13th, Predator Hunting Grounds, and now this. They've done a couple other things, Arcadegeddon, for example. But they're a studio that prides itself and it is so well off making asymmetrical multiplayer games, where it's that 4-on-1 kind of thing. Evil Dead, that came out this year. Not Ilphonic, but it's that same exact style. Evolve, GTFO even, I think. Essentially, you have your 4 people versus another person. Real person, right? So, Dead by Daylight, that's another good parallel game to it. If you've played Dead by Daylight, if you've played Friday the 13th, you know what Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed is. It is that, but with this Ghostbusters formula. There's some recency bias that I want to kind of squash. I love Ghostbusters. And I relive my love of Ghostbusters every few years. Every 5 or so. This year for Halloween, we sat and we watched all 4 current Ghostbusters movies. We watched a couple episodes of the show. All the while playing this game. And dude, I just love the world of Ghostbusters so much. And what Ilphonic was able to do was so beautifully charming. And so... it's this love letter that it doesn't need to be, right? They got a lot of praise for the things they pulled when they made Friday the 13th. Not so much with Predator, as far as I'm aware. But to be fair, it's not as much of a... There's not much depth to that IP. But Ghostbusters has so much depth, right? There are these memorable fucking movies, memorable TV shows, memorable characters, and you have callbacks to all of them in their little story-esque thing. I don't have issues with Ghostbusters the way that Brayden does, that he mentioned on the podcast, the way that Ryan does, that she mentioned on the podcast. It's just, they talked about balance, they talked about content pool. I have no problems with what's here. I think what is on offer at launch is so powerfully good and so vast and so deep that you just kind of can get lost in it. And I love the gameplay loop. I love playing as a Ghostbuster, and I love playing as a ghost. They're both equally as fun. especially when you have your group of friends playing with you. There's 4 of us in Hit and Run, and there's always a 5th person when you play these asymmetrical games. So it's either, in Dead by Daylight, for example, we're always the survivors going against a killer. I don't like playing a killer in Dead by Daylight. It's not something fun for me. But you can't split your party in Dead by Daylight, right? It's so competitively focused in Dead by Daylight that you cannot be a party. You're not able to just naturally become a party of 3 survivors, 1 hunter, right? You just can't do that. Ghostbusters takes that veil away, and you can. And that led to one of my favorite fucking moments of the year, which is just for a 3-hour session playing this game, going map to map, right? There's only 5 maps off the bat, but the varied gameplay for each ghost, for each style, for your knowledge as you progress further in that play session, it just led to such fun moments, such hilarious moments, such moments of tension that were just natural and cathartic. It was so much fun playing Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. It's something that I've gone back to repeatedly. I like playing it alone as much as I like playing with friends, and it's just, it didn't have to be this good. It doesn't have a right to be this good. It's Ilphonic, right? They're a developer that have been sort of looked at as, oh, they make okay stuff. Friday the 13th was a buggy fucking mess. Predator Hunting Grounds, less buggy, but just not as deep, right? Not as rich in lore or anything like that. Now you have Ghostbusters, which has enough budget behind it, enough, you know, the independent publishing behind it really, I think, helped a lot. They were able to push this game out when it was ready. They didn't have to meet a quota or hit a release date. They got to decide when to release Ghostbusters. And it's so fucking good. That brings us to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which I can see getting more shit about because it's Call of Duty. Now, I'm gonna let you know, of course, my bias, because this is my fucking list, and that's where bias comes into play. But I love Call of Duty. Always have, and I think always will. Call of Duty and me have been inseparable as a person in the franchise for close to 15 years, right? Since World at War, I would even say, in 2008. I have played every Call of Duty since launch. I stole money from my mom to buy Modern Warfare 3. She found out, and I didn't get Modern Warfare 3 for like 3 more months after that. So I had to play it through a friend. But like, I love Call of Duty more than the normal person. I'm big into the esports competitive scene on it. I'm not good at it. I've never been good at it. I probably never will be good at it. But I love the gameplay loop. I love the progression system. I love the idea of getting better and playing more competitively with people that are in your skill rank. I am an advocate for skill-based matchmaking on some cases, and I think in a league play or a ranked play situation, that's perfect, and that's what I go to Call of Duty for. We don't have that in Modern Warfare 2 yet, and I haven't stopped playing this game. Even before Warzone 2 and DMZ launched, every single night we were playing Modern Warfare 2. We were playing Prisoner Rescue, which is their new mode, right? You don't usually play the new mode much past the first 2 days. We kept playing that. I love the camo grind. I love the progression now that they've implemented with the challenge system. I think it's all smart and it makes sense. There are issues I have with this game. There are very fucking terrible things going on with this game. But the core nature of this experience is vastly superior to what we saw last year with Vanguard. And I'm enjoying it a lot. I think you take that and you add on Warzone 2 and DMZ. This game is so deep now. It's so vast and enjoyable on so many different variables and different levels that there's something for everybody, right? You have this single player campaign that, as far as I know, kicks fucking ass again, right? It's Infinity War. They know how to tell a story. They've always known how to tell a story. They hire good storytellers. You couple that with its art style, which is, of course, realism, right? But so super realistic that you can't help but kind of be breathtaken by the environments that you're walking in. And especially even in the campaign that I played a little bit of. it looks amazing. It stays amazing when you go to multiplayer. It stays amazing when you go to Warzone. Right? One of the biggest maps in Call of Duty history, and it looks like this? Are you fucking serious? It's so good. That said, I have issues. And as we get further on into the year, this might drop down. You know, we still have a month left of the year. I still have other games that are coming out, things I want to play. This will probably go down. But I've played a lot of Call of Duty. Like a shit ton. In fact, let me see if I can even find out just how much I've played. Let's see. Can I? Five days. I've played 5 days and 10 hours so far of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. That's not a joke. I'm not like making things up. This is such a good game for me. It's hitting on every level it needs to, and I love every fucking moment of it. What else we got here? I bought the video game remaster of Ghostbusters. Need for Speed Unbound, Pentiment. I've just started, so I can't speak too much to that. Modern Warfare. 50 days. Modern Warfare was a game that came out and essentially had a 2-year, 3-year life cycle because of Warzone. If 50 days for a game that came out 3 years ago. Modern Warfare 2 has been out for a month, and I already have 10%. That's insane. Like, to put that in perspective. Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed, I have 14 hours. Like, not 5 days. 14 hours. Like, that's how much I'm really enjoying Modern Warfare 2 with its flaws. And there are a lot of flaws. Network, communication, bugs, glitches, hitches, crashes. There are so many technical problems with Modern Warfare 2 that it hurts to turn it on every now and then. Because if I'm turning it on, it's likely because I have to restart. You restart this game like 4 times a night when you're playing it for a prolonged session. And that's not cool. I paid $90. If not $100. I paid a lot of money for this fucking game, and I want it to work. And that's not a big ask. It's never going to be a big ask. If you pay money and something doesn't work, you have a right to complain about that. I don't believe it falls on the developer, especially in this case. I think a lot of it falls on Activision, on that publisher. And they shouldn't have pushed this game out. This game was not ready. You knew this game wasn't ready when it launched day one and you couldn't play with your friends. For that whole first 24 hours, you could not party up and play. This game was not prepared to launch. They should have pushed it to the Warzone release date, let themselves have more time to kind of flesh through things, and push Warzone 2 to next year. There was no point. It was a ridiculously bugged and fudged launch. And even still, I have 5 days in it. They did something right, and it sucks to see it hurt and to see it not work. That's Modern Warfare 2. On the other side of the Activision coin, you have Overwatch 2. Currently my 6th favorite game of the year. Overwatch 2. Also, my music stopped. Let's get back in there. Let's get back in there. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. There you go. Okay. Overwatch 2 convinced me that I am in fact an Overwatch fan. I've kind of silently observed Overwatch. I never bought the first game. I've played it on open weekends. I played the beta a lot, actually, now that I really think about it, back in like 2016, 15. I played Overwatch's beta a lot, but I was never convinced that I was going to enjoy this game. And I don't know why. It has everything I would want. My favorite Call of Duty on the multiplayer front is Black Ops 4. And that's what Overwatch is, right? You have your different heroes, like it's a hero shooter. I never was convinced I was going to like it. And then Overwatch 2 came out and it was free and I could hop in with my friends. And the fun and chaos that you get into with an Overwatch game, especially when you come across a team that is as good as you and that you have to overcome, it's so much fun. It's so fun to play these different heroes and have this varied experience match to match. And then once you decide on a hero you want to kind of main for the night or whatever, having that progression of getting better and better with your team is awesome. And you don't get that in many other shooters, right? Things like skill-based matchmaking come into play a lot. And I don't feel it's as stressed on Overwatch 2, which strangely is a game where I think you should have more skill-based matchmaking. It's a topic for another day. But it's so much fun to play through Overwatch 2. In my opinion, it was a really polished experience. Yes, I get it. There's an argument to be made here that this is not a sequel at all, that this should not be on a Game of the Year list in any way or shape or form, but it's my list. I never played Overwatch 1. This had a release date. There is a 2 now, and I loved it. So, there you go. Marvel Snap is how we open up the stream, and that is currently my 7th favorite game of the year. I would be inclined to actually flip that right now as we talk to my 5th place. I think Marvel Snap killed it. I think this game, again, came out of nowhere. You know, you'll notice, like, the top 5 games are games that people either weren't aware of or weren't sure of. Elden Ring was a joke. Elden Ring was a fucking joke, and you're lying to yourself if you don't think so. People said Elden Ring was going to change the fucking world, ironically. And then it fucking did. Like, it still shocked people. Marvel Snap did the same thing on the mobile front. This is a mobile game. You can't play it on Steam as well. I know a lot of people are playing it on the Steam Deck, for example. Marvel Snap is so good because it respects your time in a way that other mobile games just don't. They don't care to, right? Other mobile games, they go for the whale. They go for the person that's going to spend hundreds of dollars, and they try to exploit people. I don't feel that with Marvel Snap. You have challenges every single day. You have challenges every single week. You have a challenge every month, right? You have these really cool season-to-season or month-to-month seasons, rather, filled with these cool updates that have been happening over the first 3 seasons since its initial launch. This team cared. It's from the same team, if I'm not mistaken. I know same director that created Hearthstone, and I loved Hearthstone. To see Marvel Snap come through and evolve that formula in a really intelligent way, right? At the end of the day, as Braden says, it is just a math game. It doesn't matter. It's still so much fun. It's so much fun to do this simple math. It's so much fun to collect these cards and to upgrade them and make them look fancy. It's so much fun to progress your level and get new cards. It's so much fun to take your cards, build a deck, and try it out. And then find these decks that work and let yourself progress against this rank. This is a game where skill-based matchmaking is the only way to play it. And that makes for a really enjoyable experience, in my opinion. I like losing. I like winning. Losing means learning. Learning means I get to win next time. It's a weird loop, I know. But I love Marvel Snap because it's really creative in this mobile space that is so trite and true and so cookie cutter. Marvel Snap comes through and it doesn't abuse you. It does not manipulate you. I have never needed to spend a dime, and I have. I have spent money on this game because I respected them back in a weird way. And it sounds strange, I know. It sounds weird to say that, but this game deserves your time. If you haven't played it, it's free. Go try it out. Okay. Pokemon Scarlet. There are a couple of games that we'll get into that are like kind of honorable mentions so far. And again, I'm not done. There's still a month left in the year, and we'll probably have another month before we actually have our Game of the Year discussion for 2022. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is not going well. Hello, world. Hello, Anonymous Novice. How you doing? Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is not doing well critically, right? Like, let's look up Metacritic I hate going with Metacritic scores, but I think it's worth bringing those up here. Because, let's just be honest. It's a means that you can use to measure games out. Okay, Scarlet and Violet are at a 73% on Metacritic. Let me pull up Scarlet here because that's the one that I have, so it just makes a little bit more sense. But, right here. Metacritic score, 73% based on 82 reviews on Metacritic. User score of 2.9, I believe, out of 5.0. I think it's a 5-point scale here. Or I guess 100-point scale, 20-point scale. Doesn't matter. Not doing well critically. Commercially, it's the highest selling game of the year. It's been out for 3 weeks. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet blew people's minds when they were announced. What was it? The beginning of this year, right? Literally a week before Arceus came out, or a week after Arceus came out, they announced Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. These fucking games... I just got a fun text, sorry. These fucking games are not good. They're not well made. They're really fucking shitty. And it sucks to play them because your frame rates are dipping like crazy. It cannot handle the load. It cannot handle the different... This guy is dope. Thanks, Bofa-Days. Is that Bofa-Days nuts? Is that the fuck that joke is? Fucking Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are not running well. They cannot run well. The Switch cannot handle them. They're not well optimized games. And yet, I can't stop playing the fucking thing. Playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is this really weird, I don't want to say abusive relationship because that's not the right I want to go with this conversation. But when I get on and I play this game, I forget about the fact that I'm not having a good technical experience. I'm having a really fun time battling gym leaders, defeating the Titans, taking down the Star Team bases, and filling my Pokédex. I have over 100 now. I'm probably 10, 12 hours into this game. And holy fucking shit, it's just so... This loop, this open world loop that Elden Ring did really well this year, Pokemon has done twice. I loved Arceus. I really enjoyed Arceus. John from Hit and Run, who's kind of a inconsistent guest on the podcast, he played 40-something hours of Arceus and adored it. I'm in the same boat as him, but more so on Scarlet's side now. I think Scarlet and Violet are really the Pokemon formula that we needed, just not with... Anon, we are all starting to head into BlueMuztangs. What the fuck's happening? What the hell's happening? Welcome in, viewers. Also, I realized it didn't change... Did not change my 10-4. Didn't change my stream title. Let me do that really quick. Let's change that. Boom. All right. So... the really cool thing with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is that it takes that Pokemon formula that you've loved since Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, and so on, and puts it in this open world that does feel real. It does feel lived in, right? You look at something like Elden Ring or Breath of the Wild, and those are expansive places. We are using your stream, so chat, but it will be harmless. We are using your stream to chat, but we'll be harmless. Okay. Well, welcome. I hope you're harmless. I've lost my train of thought. My essential point is, this is the game I wanted. This is the Pokemon game that I've wanted since I was a kid, and I'm getting it. And it's so fun to play, but I recognize it's shit. It's not a good technical experience. Evil Bunny. Do I need to be concerned about you guys at all? Anonymous Novice? Should I be in any way, shape, or form concerned? In my current 9th place is Tinykin. I think Tinykin is a really fun 3D platformer. I have a soft spot for 3D platformers, and this one did it really well. It's a play on Pikmin, hence the name Tinykin. You go around collecting a bunch of little insects, almost, and they help you to complete tasks in various worlds in the game. If I'm not mistaken, there's like 6 different open worlds or levels within the game, all of varying kind of difficulty, varying collectible, varying task, and they are utilizing these little Tinykin little insects to really help you progress, rather. I'm losing my train of thought. My apologies. But it's an adorable little game. It's a cute game. I like the music. I like the art style. I like the charm that it brings in. You're kind of shrunk down to this little tiny insect, much like Grounded, and you're stuck inside of a home, right? Grounded, you're in the backyard, and in here, you are inside of a house. You utilize levels within the kitchen, within a bathroom, a bedroom, and it kind of utilizes the entire home, even at a certain point. There's a sort of hub world that is the hallway. And it really fits that 3D platformer bug that I wanted, that I've always liked. This does a really good job with it. It doesn't overstay its welcome, in my opinion. It's a really fun kind of, collect all 300 of these little things and move on to the next level. I really enjoy it. In 10th place for the year, currently is Forza Hot Wheels. I think that the Hot Wheels expansion for Forza Horizon 5 was better than it had any right to be, once again, right? You're sitting there with, let me see here. You're sitting there with this really gorgeous, open and expansive world that is Horizon Mexico, with this great art style, these really great graphics, and then for some reason you're thrown up into the sky into an amusement park kind of setting on Hot Wheels tracks. Thank you, Evil Bunny. Appreciate that. Playing on Hot Wheels tracks in a video game seems like it's redundant, right? I could just go get Hot Wheels tracks and just play with, a real car or like real toy cars. With the Hot Wheels expansion in Forza, in Horizon, you get all the cars that you're used to playing. You have this really fun handling system, this really good push and pull of the progression system, and they just throw you into this big amusement park, right? Bunch of really fun tracks, really cool environments, and it's so much fun to watch your car go through loops and watch your car hit 300 miles an hour going down this hill and then doing a corkscrew turn and then over a volcano and through a dragon's mouth. It's really fucking awesome to sit here and play Hot Wheels as an adult. But that's my current 10 favorite games of the year. At least so far. There are some honorable mentions that I can throw out here. Need for Speed Unbound just came out, or is coming out this Friday. You can play it early if you have Game Pass for 10 hours for free. And playing through on Need for Speed Unbound has been a really fun experience so far. I just got a text from Ryan, who's part of the chat, or part of the podcast. He says, Unbound fucks, and I agree. It does. I haven't played enough of Unbound to really speak more to it, but from what I played in the first couple of hours, it's just a really fun, natural progression for Need for Speed. You're not going to hit the Forza or the Gran Turismo level of graphics and fidelity, so go the other direction, swing the pendulum, and they absolutely are. They're really leaning into this kind of rotoscope style, they're really leaning into the street culture, and I was shocked by the writing in a Need for Speed game. That's a weird thing to say, but it was so natural, so well delivered. The performances have been really nice to kind of sit through, but hey, what's up? How you doing, Mad Labs? Playing through Unbound has been a really fun experience so far, and I'm excited to kind of keep that going. On top of that, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. This is a game that, for some reason, I thought, why not buy this? Why not buy Xenoblade Chronicles 3? I have never played an RPG like this. I have never played any expansive JRPG of any kind, let alone any other Xenoblade game. But for some reason, I saw all the reviews popping off for Xenoblade 3. I saw all the people on Twitter talking about how great it was. And so I picked it up. And holy fucking shit, this game slaps. This game is so good. If I'm being honest, it probably tops Elden Ring for my music. So I'm probably going to flip these around here. And then we'll get back to those other categories. But let's talk about how different of an experience Xenoblade is from Pokemon. Pokemon's in 8th place, just based off of gameplay kind of loop alone. Xenoblade should be on my list, based on its technical capability. Pokemon is failing on the Switch, whereas Xenoblade, which seems like a much more expansive and larger game, is running perfectly. It's running beautifully. I love the cutscenes, I love the art style, the amount of music, the amount of characters, the amount of enemies, the things you get to do in Xenoblade feel so open, and it's really fun to kind of manage these different systems. I kind of feel like my eye across the screen is going from right down, then to the left and up. You're kind of scanning back and forth on all your different systems and managing your party as you play Xenoblade. And it was just a really fun, fresh experience that I'd never experienced before. I never had before, I should say. So, yeah, another honorable mention there. On top of that, we have Callisto Protocol coming out on Friday, which Callisto Protocol could be a super fucking awesome game. It's from Glenn Schofield, or Striking Distance is the studio, and Glenn Schofield was one of the original designers on a couple of games that I kind of enjoyed throughout my childhood, but specifically, he headed up Sledgehammer Games when they created World War II, and more importantly, Advanced Warfare, which if you've played the Advanced Warfare story, you know how fucking good that game is. And that game changed Call of Duty, in my opinion, for the better. But again, another topic for another time. But before Sledgehammer, Glenn worked at Visceral. And Visceral is known for Dead Space. Glenn was the director of Dead Space. He knows horror. He knows tension. He knows survival horror games like nobody else. And Dead Space is one of the best out there. I'm actually super fucking excited to kind of get a gauge at what Callisto does. I think that it's going to hit well. I think it's going to review pretty well. I'll probably guess like 80s, but I'm excited to see if it hits that 90 mark on Metacritic, or if people start to give it 9s and 10s kind of across the board, because I think it has the opportunity to. So that's exciting. But that's not out yet. That could shake up my list a little bit more, but I'm still pretty happy with what's going on right here. So looking at favorite stories, also I'm not done with Ragnarok. I'll say that. That's probably going to shake this entire list up. I've only barely started Ragnarok, about 6 hours in, so expect that changes some things as well. All right. So, story. Currently, I have Immortality. Immortality's story blew my mind. It is a game where you're essentially uncovering a mystery. You're trying to find out what's happening. You don't know anything at all. You are given a bunch of different video files or reels of film that you kind of have to dissect through, and you match up different objects with different scenes and try to connect all these pieces together to uncover what's happened to this actress. You actually have no idea. You don't know if she's dead, if she's just retired, if she's just missing, if she's been kidnapped. You have no idea. And the point of the game is to find out what happened to her. What happened to Marissa. This game has a couple of twists in it. I will not spoil them here. I don't intend to do that at all for any of these games when we're talking about story. But Immortality is an amazing experience that blew my mind 14 times in a row. If you have a chance, it's on Game Pass. It's on Netflix. You can play it through their game system as well, on your TV, on your phone. I would suggest you do. Next is God of War Ragnarok. Again, I'm only about 7, maybe 6 hours into this game. And it's already kind of hitting the same exact level that God of War from 2018 hit. I think God of War from 2018 was a wonderful experience that everybody should kind of play through if they get a chance. Now that it's on PC especially, I think it's just a really good, fun time. This is hitting the same story beats. This is progressing things in the same exact way that game was able to before. And so it's been really fun to watch it kind of evolve and watch it change and watch it progress. We're not getting any redundancies, and any redundancies that you are getting are hit head on with character dialogue, which I think is a really smart writing choice. I have Grounded in here. I don't know why. I think it's kind of a joke. That's why it's in there twice. Elden Ring story, I think, is kind of a take it or leave it. You're either really invested in that fantasy world like me, or you're not, and that's okay. I think it does enough to progress a player forward and keep them kind of pushing. You know, the writing of the characters, the progression of your kind of enemies' sort of antics, if you will, help to keep you going through this game. But you're not really playing Elden Ring for the story, so it is a little bit lower on my list of stories that I enjoyed. However, I am big into fantasy, so it's still up there. Most disappointing games or things from this year. First and foremost, Zombies mode from Vanguard. I think that's the most disappointing thing that we can put on this list. Yes, technically Call of Duty Vanguard released last year, but we only really got the one Zombies map at launch, and we were kind of promised, hey, there's going to be more. Don't worry, there's more coming. It's fine. And then it wasn't fine. Vanguard Zombies is definitely the worst experience that they've put in a Call of Duty game since they attempted to do whatever weird team-based squad system that Ghosts had. Extraction, not what I'm talking about. Extraction was good. But yeah, Zombies mode was probably the most disappointing thing I've ever experienced in a Call of Duty game. You had a formula, it worked really well, and then you decided to just abandon it in this title. You are all good, Anonymous. Hope you guys are having a good night. Appreciate the views regardless. Let's be fair. Next up is the confusing tiers, which I think I'm spelling right, tiers, for PlayStation Plus. If you're not aware, Game Pass is the best deal in video games, period. And PlayStation kind of needed to hit back, clap back, if you will, and kind of swing the other way and say, hey, here's our version of that. And they fucking didn't. It's actually kind of sad that they were nowhere near smart enough to do this right. PlayStation Plus launched its own kind of competitor to Game Pass, and it did it in like 3 or 4 different tiers. None of them make sense. The varying quality of the game library is strange, and the Ultimate Collection doesn't even seem like it gets you everything that the other ones would have. So there's some mismanagement of the different libraries kind of inherently. On top of that, it's marginally more expensive than just regular old Game Pass. And in some cases, for I think the most part at launch maybe, it was an additional charge. It wasn't coupled with their online service that PS Plus already gave you before. So super confusing, really disappointing start to that system. I hope that they can progress it and that Sony has a good competitive edge towards Microsoft. Because as much as I am an Xbox fan, and I do love Game Pass, I want the other side to get that. Because I just think the more competition, the better. So, yeah. Next, Gotham Knights. That is my next most disappointing kind of experience. Gotham Knights disappointed me because I wanted so much to progress this kind of love of comic books that I've kind of reinvented or reignited in myself. We watched a lot of kind of superhero movies over the last 2 years, and Batman, Spider-Man in particular, those were the two that have the most kind of options, if you will, to watch. And I wanted to keep living in this world, keep living in Gotham, keep progressing Batman's story. And yes, I understood, and I was prepared to play a game without Batman. I knew that was the grab here. I knew you were playing as Batgirl, Red Hood, Dick, and Nightwing. Maybe I'm off on the names here. Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, and Red Hood. The writing was cool to see. I love the banter between characters, but I have no interest in this story. There was nothing really that grabbed me and pushed me through to the next couple of, rings of the totem pole, if you will. I didn't want to keep progressing up. I didn't want to keep learning more. The characters were not investing me into their antics or their plans. It just didn't make sense. Couple that with its kind of poor performance. Same thing with Pokemon, right? You couple those two things together, and it's just not a game I've gone back to. I played maybe 6 hours, 8 hours in total, and I've played co-op as well, and I just don't want to keep playing it. It's not an intuitive combat system. It doesn't feel very well when you're on the bike. It doesn't feel very well when you're flying through the air. There's no weight to the punches or to the platforming or anything like that. It's just all around a really disappointing experience in a world that I wanted to experience more of. So that's why it's number 3. And then we've got launch week of Modern Warfare 2. Launch week of Modern Warfare 2 was, we'll say rough. Rough is an understatement, yes, but a lot of fun.